So this is just some points we're going to talk about. I'm going to throw out candy during this too, so if you answer a question, you're going to get some candy. How many people in here actually own a small business? How many of you that own a small business have social media? Okay. Okay. Do you run your own social media? Okay. Some of it? Okay. Do you contract the rest out, or do you have somebody? Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about AI pictures. Okay. I have a small business. I have a cake business. Okay. I am fluffy. I like to eat, and I eat with my eyes. Okay. So if you're online and you own a restaurant and you are showing your customers what you have, and you post a picture of a cheeseburger from AI, are you going to order that cheeseburger? You're not, are you? Because people eat and purchase with their eyes, okay? If you take pictures, right? So if you make a post or make a flyer and you post a picture that you didn't take, why would I call you? Because you didn't show your own work. AI is great. My emails are wonderful now. If you get any from me, just know that they go straight through AI. They make them wonderful. I sound so smart. You can use it for other stuff, but don't use their pictures. You can make a flyer and insert your own pictures. That's what a lot of people do. AI generated pictures will really hurt your business. Very much hurt your business. And I'll show you later. I'll go through kind of the Chester County Delish page. I've been working with some of the businesses in there on making sure that they get pictures. And when I go out there, I get pictures of their food. But take a picture of anything that you do. Everything is content. If you're out there in the field, okay, I test backflows, so I know I get dirty just like y'all get dirty. I take pictures of my backflows. I post those on I run a website for our board for a backflow. I post those pictures on there. I do TikTok videos of me testing backflows. People love that. Take that, show that, because if you don't, people don't realize. People just think, oh, they used AI. You have to show your customers what you're doing. You have to be real. When I do my videos on Facebook, so I get paid through Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, it's real. If the camera falls, it falls. And I'm like, oops. Most people know me that I do not charge my light that goes on my phone. So most of the time it goes dark during the middle of my video. And I'll be like, y'all already know my light's not charged. People want to see real life. They want to see real stuff. They don't want to see AI or fake stuff or pictures off the internet. So that's the very first thing that's going to hurt you on social media. Use it to make flyers, but add in your own pictures. Check the dates. Check the days. Sometimes it'll pull up days from another year. So just make sure all your information is correct. And if you do use AI or Chat GPT, make sure you take it off. Please do not post. That is such a pet peeve of mine, but I know people don't understand. When you go and post it in there, just make sure you take off that Chat GPT. Don't let people know that you use that. Saying things that might be taken the wrong way. How many people in here have TikTok? Okay. How many people in here recently have seen the drama on TikTok over cake pops? All right. Okay. Miss Cake by Katie, who made a video all over the internet, who has 764,000 followers. She made a video saying that somebody copyrighted her recipe, a recipe that is used by Betty Crocker's cake mix box, okay? Just if you didn't know, recipes cannot be copyrighted, only the whole recipe book, just in case you need to know that. So what she did was she made a video, okay? She had many brand deals, Daisy Cakes. She has so many brand deals. She still worked a full-time job, so this wasn't her full-time job. It could be, but it's not. So guess what happened? Even though she deleted that video, anything you post on social media, no matter what, Snapchat, it only stays for 24 hours, but if you delete that within 2 seconds, somebody's already got that. So just let you know, be careful what you post. So she lost over 40,000 followers in 24 hours. So then what happened, we're gonna go down to political views, okay? I don't care what anybody votes for, okay? That has nothing to do with me, and if you follow me on social media, I don't ever post about political views, because that's my personal, that's not anybody else's. So then, Ashley, the girl that she made the post about that gained all those followers, made a comment about Trump, that she liked Trump. So guess what? She's lost now 40,000 followers and continues to go down, and she's lost customers. So you have to be very careful what you share. It has to, I say that a lot of people are proud of who they vote for. If they're Democrat, if they're Republican or anything like that, hey, that's great. But you have to be very careful, especially when you live in a small town and when you own a small business. So both of those things you can see, both of them, I mean, Ashley didn't do anything wrong. That's just her political view, but you made that video. You can't do that if you have social media. If you have a business, it's gonna cause issues. So I just always say, leave your political views off of your social media. Promoting your business on another business post. I had this happen recently. If you don't know, I run Chester County Delish page for the chamber, for Chester County Tourism, which is run by the chamber. And I posted a video. I ate breakfast at Clack's, and I had a gravy biscuit. The worst thing you could ever do is to go on a post that's about another business and promote your own business. So say that I own Johnson's electrical company, okay? And somebody makes a post about how great I was and I did all this and I had good pricing. And then Freeman comes on there and says, well, I have better pricing. Come check me out. I start every morning at 6 a.m. That is the most disrespectful thing that you can do as a business owner, okay? We can all eat. Okay, I support all kinds of bakeries in Chester. I support the little bake stand, and they make some of the same things that I do. We can all eat. We can all make money. The world is big enough to do that. We should never, ever do that. That's one of the worst things. So this business got a lot of hate for that. I did hide the comment once I saw it, but it had already been seen. Once you comment, that's what people don't get, social media. Once you comment, somebody has screenshotted that, okay? That's how they find videos dealing with the boy that was killed and all that. People posted videos, then they deleted them. Somebody just sitting out there has screen recorded it. So just be very careful. Responding emotionally or unprofessionally, y'all, if you're mad, like I said, I type and delete. It's the same thing at work on Teams. I type and I delete. It gets it out your system. Sometimes you might need to type it a couple of times, but don't ever respond emotionally or unprofessionally. Yes, Roxanne?
You can't schedule a comment, give yourself 24 hours, and then delete.
No, no. No, you can schedule posts, but you can't schedule a comment. So I just type and delete. So just be very careful. People do watch that, and people do, and I'll tell you something else. Everybody's been talking about the Hardee's building online, if you've seen it, right? And they want a Dunkin' Donuts, or they want this, or they want that. Do y'all realize, and I said this in What's Good Chester, What's Up Chester, is that companies pay somebody, I want that job, to just sit at their desk and go through social media and look at different towns, cities, states, and read what they're saying before they ever decide where they're going. So all the complaints that we have and all the people that complain about this and that and What's Good Chester around Richburg, all the other ones that we have, they see that. They're not going to bring anything here. You're not supporting the businesses that are here. You're complaining about, we don't have a steakhouse. Well, you have numerous places that have steaks. You have the Wagon Wheel. You have Buttermilks. You have Hillside. You have, I think Cyclone has a steak. You have numerous places you can get a steak. They're not going to come here. So people don't realize that. So when you go on social media and you complain and you bash small businesses, that hurts the community also. And don't ever. I will call you out if you bash a small business on Facebook. Everybody knows that. Small businesses are my heart. Don't do that. Call them and complain. Call them. Now, if it is a life-threatening something that everybody needs to know about, like 400 people in Chester got sick. That's one thing. But don't go in there and bash them because your order was wrong. Call them and tell them. I hate that. So, any questions with that? All right. So we talked about the AI. Don't argue with your customers online, okay? I had to learn that. Because I have a temper. And my husband says I always like to be right. So I don't think that's true. But so don't argue with your customers online, okay? The customer's always right. Just, kind of like when you work with customer service. You have to make somebody feel like they're right. Like oh my gosh, I am so sorry that happened to you. Even though nothing happened to them, You have to make them feel like they're right. So don't argue with them online. If somebody wants a refund or something, just kind of work it out, but don't do it online. Don't talk negative about your competitors. I did a food review at the bake stand. Their stuff was good. I liked it. It was sweet, and I shared it with everybody at my office because I don't want to gain any more weight, and I'm diabetic. So I even shared it with people. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to put somebody down to make your business better. Don't mix business with politics, and don't overshare your personal issues. I'm very much different because I have a social media page that is just me, okay? And I'm an influencer, so most people know pretty much all of my business. I don't share a lot of my personal business, and most people don't know where I work at. I don't put that on my social media, but they know that I bake. They know that I'm on a weight loss journey. They know I take a shot. They know I'm a diabetic. They know I don't like tomato sandwiches and I'm trying. So they know things like that. But on your business page, don't share too much personal. And be careful what you share on your personal page because that can reflect on your business page. My customers already know I'm crazy. Okay, I wear funky earrings, I wear headbands, and I'm very blunt. So they already know that, but I'm very funny about what I say. I don't talk about other people or other businesses. So, things you should do. How many people post daily? Oh, wow. If you have a business and you have social media, you should post 1 to 2 times a day, okay? If you're not, nobody sees you, okay? If you go and post once every 2 weeks, that algorithm's like, oh, they must have decided today they were going to do something. You need to post. You can schedule your post. Somebody said, how do you schedule posts? I run 5 social media pages. I run CMD, I run Chester County Delish, I run CCABPA, I run the Chicken Coop, and I run another page that I cannot remember what it is, but I run 5. Johnson Sweet Shop. So on Sunday nights, I schedule a lot of my posts. I go through and schedule them because I don't have time to do all of that. Sometimes I take videos ahead of time. Some weeks I don't cook, so I go out and eat somewhere every day. So what I do is I do those videos and then I save them and I post them. When I went to Vegas, I had a week worth of videos of food reviews from Chester County. I scheduled those to post in Chester County Delish. You need to post. If you're not posting, you're hurting yourself because you got to have an algorithm. Try to encourage, like today I did on Chester County Delish, watermelon, salt or no salt. Ask simple questions. Duke's mayonnaise was the best one. What kind of mayonnaise? Is there any kind of other mayonnaise? Sometimes just do a post that has absolutely nothing to do with your business. Just get people to, comment and engage. If they're engaging, then your page is moving through social media. Promote your business regularly. How many people in here have a business card on them? Good. I don't because I had surgery and I can't carry my big purse. So, yeah, have that with you. Take it with you places. Give it to people. You never know. Somebody might need something. If you go to the shop and you get your hair done, go in the bathroom. There's magnets. Stick your business card on there because I promise you, I read them all the time, okay? And so do other people. So when you go places, stick them somewhere. I think the Cyclone has a place that you can put your business cards. So put them up there. I had no clue y'all were never heard of y'all. I thought y'all were from Rock Hill. See, I didn't know. I might need some work. So create reels. People like pictures and they like videos, okay? They don't like to read a lot of text. They like to be able to scroll through. How many times do you go in the bathroom or you're just sitting on lunch and you're scrolling through social media? Most of the time you're watching videos, right? Do you stop and read a lot of long posts? No. So create reels. You could do anything. Hunters, make a video doing a flower arrangement. In the morning, start out and say, good morning from Hunters. Let me show you what's in the shop today. You know what I mean? You could do different stuff like that. Show your rooms. I do a lot of videos for hotels that I stay at. Show your rooms. Go in. Let me show you what we have. This is our queen. This is our king. This is our double. You can show different things. You can go in during breakfast time. So there's many posts that you can do. So create reels, and you could do a week's worth of content in one day. You could go show every single room, and then you can schedule it. So make sure that you're doing reels. Post daily or weekly specials. None of my restaurant people came today. It's okay. They're working. But for those that watch on YouTube, post your daily or weekly specials, okay? And post your menus. It is the most, I am working on getting all the menus on Chester County Delish, but it is aggravating if you go to order somewhere and there's no menu nowhere. Or you go and you find a menu and you order something and they tell you that it was $15, but your menu says it's $7 because it hasn't been updated. So post those daily specials. Have weekly specials if you don't. Or offer limited time specials. You could do specials with photography. I see it all the time. You know, you could offer something and put it on there. You could do a giveaway. A lot of times we do a monthly giveaway on Chester County Delish. I get different companies to do gift certificates. So if you go on there and you say you go eat at Hillside, you take a picture, you post that you went to Hillside, what you ordered, and you post it on Chester County Delish, your name goes into a drawing.
I see a lot of number signs, like, is that something we should add to our post?
We're going to get there. I think that's on the next slide. I got you. That's hashtags. Yes. All right. Yes. We got hashtags. All right. You want to use bright, clear pictures. Now, if you're doing photography, I love black and white photography. I love color photography. So in your field, you could do both. But for most of us, you know, we're going to be looking for a bright and colorful. Add your location. If you follow me on TikTok, I always put Chester. On there you have an option to schedule it. To put your location. Hashtags. If I was you, anything that you post, you should put Visit Chester County, South Carolina. Okay, that is a hashtag that we have started. That is a hashtag that I use on everything, even on my personal page. The chamber uses it. Chester County Tourism uses it because we want to bring people here. You want people to come here and enjoy the things that we have. We have different things for tourism. We have different restaurants. We want our restaurants and our small businesses to survive. We need people to come so that they can stay at hotels. So use that hashtag. I would not use more than 6 hashtags. The reason why is if you use 20 hashtags, the algorithm doesn't know where to go. The algorithm's like, what in the world has she been drinking? Use things. You can also go on Facebook. You can also go on ChatGPT and you can say, what are the hottest hashtags for today or for this week?
Maybe explain what a hashtag does for regular users.
Got you.
Why we use them.
Okay. I don't really know. No, I'm just speaking. So your hashtags, so you can actually look up stuff. So say that I'm looking for food recipes. If you hashtag and put dinner recipe or food recipe, when you go online and you search, they will come up. So that hashtag helps people to search. So if somebody puts in Chester County, South Carolina, all those posts from Visit Chester County, South Carolina, hashtags are going to come up. So those hashtags help and when people are searching for different stuff. So just try to do something that goes towards your business. You don't want to use something crazy. If it's food related, you don't want to use something that's electric or, water or anything like that. So you want to use something that is towards your business. But you can search and you can say, what are the hottest hashtags for this week? And it'll tell you. If you're in the Creator Fund, it actually lets us know on a weekly basis what the hottest topics are and what the hottest hashtags are. So respond to comments and messages quickly. Okay. Y'all, I reached out to somebody. I needed somebody to do something for work. So I reached out to the company, sent them a message. Could never get anybody to answer the phone, so I sent out a message. They never responded. They lost a $4,000 job. So comment and message, even if you can set it up. So if you have a business page, you can actually set it up to where if somebody messages, it'll say, hey, thank you for reaching out to Johnson Sweet Shop. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So you can do that. But try to respond within 24 hours. Keep your captions short and positive. So if you put captions on your pictures, just make sure that they're not negative. You want them to be positive. You want to eye catch, somebody. And then share behind the scenes content. I'm telling y'all. I have been doing the tomato sandwich thing, and you won't believe how many views it's got. I do recipes every night and share them on my social media, and I get 3,000-4,000 views within an hour. So share stuff. Share making flowers. Share cutting off the stems. Go live. I mean, there's so much that you can do to show your business. I know y'all can't really go live, but you can do videos and different stuff. You can go live? You go live while you're out there? Oh, look at you. Well, some people are, is this really OSHA approved? Some people get a little nervous, but yeah, share behind the scenes. I go out to the guys' sites. I'm on call 24/7 for the district. So whenever we have a water main break, I have to do all of the contacting, the information, the picture taking also. So I go get like live hydrants going in the air, like all kinds of stuff, and I post them. People like to see that. The guys get pictures of leaks and stuff, and you won't believe how many views they get on TikTok. People look for the weirdest stuff, okay? So no matter what you do, somebody out there is looking for that, okay? And once you start looking at that stuff, that's what's on your thing. I watched Pimple Popper, okay? So when I start watching those videos on TikTok for a whole hour to 2 hours, that's every video that comes up. So it makes your algorithm go, I know. So share behind the scenes content. People want to see that you're a real person. Most of your content creators and your social media influencers, if you're not real and down to earth and show, hey, I'm just a normal person, and that's what I tell people. I'm a fluffy girl from North Carolina, but I live in South Carolina, okay? I met my husband online. I moved here 15, 16 years ago. I like to cook. I like to eat. People know that. I'm just a down to earth person. But you have people on there that don't do that, and they act like that they're just prim, and that's not how they are. So people want to see the real you.